One thing you don't want a loose knife. Another thing you want to do too is you want to buy you a really good set of Allen wrenches. Some of the cheap sets are just made out of, they're not made out of tool steel, they're just made out of just plain old cold roll steel, and the ends will round real easy. Okay, you see we're bottomed out where we need to be, and we're ready to set up. Okay, now we got the bead stuck up through there. We're not going to change any of our wheels, but what we want to do is try to get this thing at the right height, because all we want to do is make one pass with this thing. This time we need to set it up, because at least I ground this one right. I got the bead on the correct side, because what we need to do is we need to, see, now we're going to come in on this edge and put our bead there. Okay, you can see we got a little bit of fillet over here, but if you wanted to you could clean it up with a saw, but then we've got a different fillet here. Not that it's that critical, but it does. Let me get to, here we go. If you can see the difference is, there we go. So we need to go a little bit deeper, and then I think we're going to be real close to what we want. See, we've got a little bit wider fillet right there. It's not going to be it's going to be pretty darn close. We probably need to go just a tad bit deeper, just so we can clean up that edge right there. I sure hope this is noticeable. Kind of hard to tell in this light, but you can see we've got a little bit of an edge right there that the edge of that knife is supposed to be cleaning up. So we'll come in, see, like this edge here, this is a little bit more definite. That's what we're trying to clean up. Boy, that is, where am I? There we go. Oh, that is really pretty darn close, isn't it? Like I said, that one edge of that knife, I cut a little bit too much off of it. But as far as the rest of it, looks pretty darn good. You can see now I'm going to go ahead and run this other edge. And then I think we're going to be pretty much set. That way, you've got your test piece run. And now you'll be ready to start running all your other pieces. Okay, well, you've got both of our pieces run, and it's pretty darn close. All we need to do is just run it on the table saw, get the height that we need. And we'll be ready to get to this one. It might be a little bit easier, I don't know, but in any case. But you kind of get the idea. So instead of trying to grind 3 knives, you can just grind 1 knife and run the molding you want to run. But you just have to be extremely careful whatever you do with a table saw. Anything. Remember the jacket. Remember the long sleeve shirt. You don't want anything loose in there trying to have anything come out and get you. Alright, we're done with this, so good luck on your project if you try to do something like this. Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about the grinding wheels that you use to grind your moldings or whatever you grind. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is just if you go buy a grinding wheel, that's what it says right there, grinding wheel. That is all it is good for. It's just good for grinding. It's not good for shaping or cleaning up or anything. But the ones that I like to use are aluminum oxide. Now they got some other ones that are used. These are mostly for sharpening drills and taps. Those are the best kind. This stuff, as you're cleaning something up or grinding something, it breaks down where a grinding wheel doesn't. I mean, yeah, it does break down, but it just takes a lot of work. This breaks down as you're using it, so you've always got a good piece of the grinding stone as you're grinding. But the nice thing I like about these, they're real easy to shape, and it's shaped kind of at an angle. I know it's going to be real kind of hard to tell, but try to get all different angles of this thing. But let's see, maybe I can do it like this. Get something straight put across here. There we go. See, and then see if it was straight, you wouldn't be able to see that little bit of space in there. Anyway, so what I do is when I need to bake or I have to make like that little rounded part on that piece of molding on that cutter, I can get an edge and not just a flat surface like I would with just a grinding wheel. These you can't hardly grind these things down to a profile, but that's what I like about these. Yeah, you have to get you a diamond tool. I got one here, right here. Of course, this is a bolt. This is what I use. It's got a diamond in the center of it, and this sets on your guide. And as you're going across back and forth, you're cleaning that wheel up. Oh, here we go. Now you can see the angle of it. That cleans it up to where it's a straight wheel. Like if you're using this in a drill, doggone it, whatever you call those things where you sharpen drill bits. If you're using it in that's what you need. You need a flat surface. But in this case, what you can use, you can just get these bolts, and then of course I just use the whole thing. It's a little easier to hold, and then I just grind like I did with this one. See, I ground this profile because I needed a real wide, kind of a big cove piece of molding. And so I just use this and I ground the profile on this wheel. And it's a lot easier rather than trying to... Now you can't get the exact profile, but you can get really close. And then the other ones, this has got a little bit of an angle to it. And this is where I can come in, lay something flat across it, because it's flat all the way across. Then it's got a beveled edge here. Let's see if I can show you that. Yeah, see, it's got a little bit of a beveled edge there, but then it's got a beveled profile, angle profile, whatever you want to call it. And that's for sharpening really tight, close moldings. And then of course this one I forgot to show you, that this whole side right here, this is, like I said, sharpening drill bits and not drill bits, taps, not taps, doggone it, mills. This is for sharpening mills and drill bits and other tools.